to Blackjack's Notice Board. You're with Lynette, aka Fabled Hero NZ, and we're just going to go through some of the packs I opened earlier from my one box of first edition, and I'm going to see what I can make with each set of 6 packs for a simulated seal pull. So my decisions are my own, they might not be right, you might have other advice. It's just one way of looking at a seal pull, because it can be quite overwhelming on how to do this kind of thing in a sealed situation, especially when you're at somewhere like the calling or a big event where there's a lot of people. It can be quite intimidating. So I'm just going through practicing, getting familiar with the cards so that I'll be able to go into the calling and at least be less intimidated by the whole situation. So we're just going to go to the top down and we'll go through these. So we're going to start with the pack which I got the coal foil on. So there we go. So we'll just put that to the side. Remembering it's a generic, so it's probably not necessarily where we're going. So what I like to do is to go into different, so we'll have a light pile, we'll have so we'll get all our equipment to the side, put that with our, that there, so we'll have a shadow pile, we'll make the shadow pile on that side. We'll have a light warrior, we'll have an illusionist, we'll have shadows, shadow there. Both of these are actually specializations. Oh no, Soul Harvest is not a specialization. This is a specialization though. So specialization to go with Livia. So we'll just put it up the top of Livia because it's just it is a actual Livia. It cannot only be played in Livia, so we'll put it above. Brute, we've got light actions, so we got another brute action, generic, so just place across the bottom here, light, because 9 times out of 10 you will probably run all of the generics you get, as you will need something to fill your deck. So the biggest choices you'll probably make are in your which class you're going, because you can't exactly run them with no class. Warrior, illusionist. So I'm not splitting the light warrior or the warrior from each other. As for this purpose, they're basically all the same. They are all going to be in that area, so Shadow, Brute and Brute actions are going to go together, Runeblade and Runeblade Shadow will go together as well. So far we're looking like pretty strong on Brute, but as you know, if you get, that's a warrior, that's a light action, if you do get like the right stuff, you know, you could run anything, but looking on pure numbers, which I'm learning now is not necessarily the way to go, but looking on pure numbers, Brute is looking quite strong right here, especially since there's a lot of 6 or more actions. So yeah, it's illusionist, warrior, generic, light action, shadow action, light action, Runeblade, Brute, Runeblade, light, illusionist, light attack, shadow instant, shadow attack, generic, shadow brute, Runeblade, brute, warrior, illusionist, warrior, light, generic, shadow, light, Runeblade, brute, Runeblade, hell, warrior, luminous, Yinti, light, shadow minimalism. Okay. That is a lot. That is a bit of support for both of these heroes there. Second alignment's quite good, but Rising Solitude is something that when it hits, it goes in your hero's soul, and the red's pretty strong. So that's our light actions. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now remembering, we've got this mythic. Bolting Blade costs 2 less to play for each time you've charged this turn. So you'd only have to charge twice and it would be free. So it's charging and getting go again's a hard part. Across the line. Express Lightning, got a bit of Express Lightning, Courage, Bolted Courage. That's quite a good pull there for him. Looking a bit like a brute deck, to be honest. Alright, so we've got Smash with Big Tree, so those are 6s, it's a 5, it's another 6, 7, 7. Really want to have all the big uns. As an additional cost to playing Convulsions from Billows of Hell, banish 3 random cards from your graveyard. If a card with 6 or more is banished this way, the next attack action card you play this turn gains +2 and dominate. That's not bad. Some more 6s, another 4. So, right, how many 6s have we got here? Or a bit higher. Because we really want to turn off our blood depths as much as possible. It's looking quite possible. There's a lot of 6s there. And a lot of cards. And what's this one do? In addition to playing the cost of unworldly banish 3 random cards from your graveyard, the next brute shadow attack card you play this turn gains +3. That's not bad. Right, so that's looking cool. Let's see what this one says. Banish Swing, Bounding Demogorgon. Not looking as good as our brute. So far these two classes are the best. Greater gets a lasso. So Blood Tribute. Opt, then banish the top card. Great for that card. Spring Void. So that's a 7, so that'll be good in that deck. Alright, let's see what we've got in our generics. There's actually not that many generics in this lot. No, it's a 6. Some rise above. Not very many defense reactions, so we're probably going to run those no matter what we're doing. Then there's you look at hands. It's too bad you're not a freaking red stony walking hole. Probably not going to go with the minimalism. Put that to the side because I might need that. Brandish. How many cards do we have here? That's a good question. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Remember, we need to make a 40 card deck. It's going to be interesting. So with those and those, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 30 card deck? 30 card deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'd need to take one more card from the slot, which will probably take pound for pound. And this is a sideboard card, people. This is a card you sideboard in if you find that you don't have any way to deal with arcane. Right. So, can't run that. So the only thing we're missing is we don't have arms, which is fine. We wouldn't have had arms unless we played warrior, and if we played warrior we wouldn't have had much of anything else. We can also run the blood drop brigade with that kind of build. Now I'm just going to have a quick look to see if there was a possibility to run a just take these off the top. We'll just have a quick look to see if there was actually a deck to build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that would be good. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. To 2, to 3, to 4, to 5, 26, 27, 28, 29. So yes, there is, because that would have gone in there too, and these two. There is a deck also in probably even stronger in warrior. So we'll just have we'll have that out in the field to show, and then we'll show the other one. But yes, we do have a galaxy gold, so we would have one piece of equipment if we run galaxy gold. Would it be have a headpiece somewhere? Nope. No. Just one piece of equipment, so we would be a little bit less defensed if we ran this particular. So this would be all the armor we'd have. So this is where it's a little bit hard. Put there nicely, as we would end up being a bit short on the equipment, but the pole looks bloody good. Just lay up this. So I've got bolted carriage, take flight, second swing. With that M, you kind of wanted to go with this one. It's looking pretty damn nice as far as colour. Got a couple of rise above, rally, the littles, minimalism, yinty yinty, yinty yinty again. So this, I think, is actually the stronger deck. We'll lay the other one out, but I think this is the stronger deck. But again, we only have one piece of equipment. And I'll just do those things in here that would go into the other deck. Just take them out, that one. That's in the blues. The rise above. So these ones you would play on whatever deck you can. They're great. Rally the Rearguard is awesome. Rise above is probably only one of the defense reactions we have. So those ones will probably, if you see them, you want them. So we'll just have a quick look at what would have been with this. It's highly likely it is a doable deck, but I'm just overthinking and doubting myself. People can tell me in the comments if they feel that it's not a doable thing, but let's just go with it. Alright, so then we'll pop in our generics on top. And remembering the dowsing is a sideboard card. Bring it in. Every time you have you're against a person with arcane damage, especially since this pool has no arcane barrier, that's your only arcane barrier. That 1 point of damage could be what absolutely saves you. So that would be your only spellbound piece. Run it. Just run it. And see, this is where this particular makeup gets its leg on, because you have 3 out of the 4 armor places will be filled with things. That in itself can be quite intimidating when you go against somebody with a sealed pool. If you have all 4 of your armor slots full, that gives you 4 more things that you have to start with, and it's great. So that is our first pull. I'm going to end this. That is our first pull. So we'll end here for our first pull. We will be making another video for our second, more videos for our second, third and fourth pull. Just going to break it up, because otherwise it will just take a long time, and I thought, well, we'll have them in pieces to make it easier to digest. And we'll do the next one soon. Have a good evening. Please like and follow Fabled Hero NZ.